Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Ellen and today is Friday, and Fridays we do kind of florals on Fridays because that's what I like, Floral Friday. Today I go over this super easy floral step by step. We're using paint, we're using a watercolor pencil, we're just pushing paint around, removing paint, adding paint. Super easy, a lot of fun, and very simple with colors as well. If you have any questions, please leave them in the comments section. Also, if you haven't hit the bell notification button, please hit the bell notification button to know when my tutorial's up. And if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Also, check out my Patreon. I have ad-free videos, traceables, exclusive tutorials on Thursday. So that's 4 extra videos that are exclusive to Patreon that you don't get on YouTube. And a live stream on the top tier for me on the 3rd Saturday of the month, where you can ask questions and I go over all kinds of stuff. So check it out. It's right up here. And you know, it's just a place people go and support my channel, which I appreciate so much. So without further ado, we're going to create this really beautiful, pretty floral, and it's super easy. So let's get started. Okay guys, let's go over supplies. I have a piece of Arche 100% cotton cold pressed paper taped down with some Scotch Magic tape to a thick piece of cardboard if I wanted to play around moving it around. Paper towels, my paints, which I will talk about as I use them as always, and I put them in the description box. So basically it's Prussian blue, Prussian blue, ultramarine blue, neutral tint, burnt umber, peacock blue, cabin yellow, light or deep. That one's deep. Then I have bright rose, but I'm not using all these paints. I'm just showing what on my palette is. Cabin red light, quinacridone magenta, brilliant orange are in my palette, but I'll probably just use some blues today. I'll be playing around with first I'll be using a flat wash 1-inch brush. I'll be using my Princeton 8 long round Velvet Touch series and Princeton 10 Neptune series. And I'll be playing with some of these Caran-d'Ache, watercolor pencils. So kind of like watercolor extravaganza. So I think I'm going to keep this particular exercise in blues, mix up some blue tones. I love the ultramarine blue. Also another really pretty blue is this Verdier blue, which I've used many times. I might play around with this one today. I don't know. It's a pretty color. It's like a periwinkle color. So the ultramarine light and this one, just kind of water it down. And play around with that. And the blue is a little bit darker on this one. Alright, so what I'm going to do is get the paper wet with this 1-inch craft wash brush. Just like so. That's why I taped it down. Get a good amount of water on here so you can bleed in some paint. And if you add a little bright rose or magenta to the blues, you get a nice beautiful purple. If you want a beautiful purple, you're going to use a nice pink and a nice blue. It's going to be completely different if you use like a red. So here, example, got the brilliant rose, and I'll grab some ultramarine blue and make a really pretty purple, which I'll be playing with also. So I'll take some of this nice Verdier blue, just kind of bleed this in here, just kind of bleeding in blues. Nice background of a light blue. I'm just using this blue right as it is, right out of the tube. Just kind of swishing it around, you know, haphazardly like this. Kind of like in texture. You can go in ahead and start adding in some of this ultramarine blue. This is going to be the background of what we're doing today. It's really loose, abstract, kind of fun flowers. I'm going to grab some more ultramarine blue. Just kind of see I'm twisting my brush. Just want this haphazard kind of look. And I can grab some of this purple. If you add that pink to this Verdier blue, got even a prettier purple. Can add some purple down here. You don't have to have purple, it could be all blues. A little more deeper blue. I'm tapping it on the paper towel too, by the way, but I don't want to So pitching, like there's like a table here, you know, picture a table's cross going here. You can make it go straight across, but I'm going to have this kind of loose painted imaginary table in the blues. I'm having a little bit darker on the side here. I'll put some darker paint up here and in here. Just want this fun texture. Abstract, kind of semi-abstract. I might want to get a little bit darker on this side. I can have this bleed a little bit if I turn this upside down. Clean off my brush. I'm just going to play with adding some water and having it bleed in here. That nice Verdier blue. Do whatever you want. You don't have to keep doing these colors, by the way. You could do it in hot colors, like pinks and reds and yellows. You know, if you're not a blue person. I'm like putting it in, removing it. You know, I want to maybe remove some of it. So I'll take my paper towel. Remove. Kind of circular motion. Kind of playing around with moving some of it in the middle. So you have like a really pale blue background. I'll play around with this part too. All right, so at this point we're going to let this dry. I'm going to come back and we're going to just do some drawing / painting. All right, now that it's dry, I'm going to take one of my watercolor pencils. This one's a Caran d'Ache. Doesn't give you a color, it just gives you a number 3888, whatever, or just a dark blue. How about that? And then I'm just going to kind of loosely draw in a vase. So curve line here. Curve it here. I don't mind all those scratch marks. It's part of the whole look. And I have the vase. So you don't have the scratchy kind of look. And then we're going to just do this like squiggle. So we're just doing these scribbles like woohoo! See this? And this would be like where we're going to have. So you're just making these scribbles like where you would have, you know, vase with the flowers, and just making these scribble lines like this. Make it a little bit dark. I'm pushing down harder on the pencil. See? So like I said, this is kind of like an abstract. Maybe put a little lip on this vase. So a little bit of drawing today. See it curving? I'm pushing down on the pencil and it gets darker, as you noticed. Put a little circle here. And these are the stems. Kind of loosely coming out. Woohoo! Put a little shadow here with this pencil. Now, if you want the stems to be a different color, if you actually want them green, you can do in green, but we're playing around with purple and blues. Might go back in and actually make this darker. I want this really just kind of wild, free-flowing looking flowers. They can come off the page. See that? Come down, go up here, and off the page. Just kind of wild. And then put the stems in here. We're experimenting. It's fun to do that. All right, so now we're gonna go back in with our paint, and we're gonna grab our Princeton 8 long round. I'm gonna grab some blues. I've got the ultramarine blue, got the nice Prussian blue up here, got the Verdier blue, and we mix in the purples. So I use that Brilliant Rose, Brodier blue makes this nice pretty purple. The Brilliant Rose and Ultramarine blue make an even brighter purple. And we're just going to take the brush and just make this little push down like zigzag, like this kind of thing. It's a little too wet. I want it a little thicker. So more blue or pink, less water. I'm just kind of going like this. Right on those little stems that kind of painted, that we drew. I'm just doing this little wiggle. There's a rhyme and reason to all this craziness. Grab some of the blue, ultramarine blue. Now we can make some bigger ones of the purple. Oops. A little more watered down. If you wanted to have some with some actual petals, you can put that in. See, using the tip of your brush. You can do some rounded ones, kind of like violets, but just rounded. And I'm just gonna put some down here, little tiny ones, rounded. And take some deeper ultramarine blue and kind of tap in the middle and bleed. See how we're getting a little dainty coming down here. So we use the drawing of the pencil to indicate where we want the flowers to go. I'm going to put them down this way. They're all over the place. And you attach the flower to the pencil lines. So I put one down here, which I like. And just do little ones that are attached. Oh, you could put some stems. I didn't draw that. Coming off. That might help too. So you're going to go through all these little areas. You can put little ones. You can put bigger ones. Little dainty ones. Cascading ones down. They can get a little bit bigger in here. But I'm keeping them all in the blues and the purple tones. I'm going to put some bigger ones up in here. See, I'm making more of a petal. There's some rhyme and reason to this madness. Just going to go through and some darker blue. I want to make more of a navy, but Prussian blue, I don't know if it's going to work. Let's see. That's a little dark. So you want to kind of make a couple of different types of flowers. So I'm doing some rounded petals, some half petals. I could do in all kind of very small though. See how dainty they all kind of look? And you're going to go through. Here's my Brodier blue. It's enough just a whole different blue. Just putting all those little dainty flowers in here. So I'm going to just show you. I'll put some music on. So you can just watch me do this. And then we're going to come back and after I finish all the little flowers. Okay, so I filled in a bunch of these, but you do want to kind of cluster a few in the center. You want to make it a little bit darker. It's a little chaotic if you're hearing noises in the background today. My studio is kind of like the, the walk-in where everyone kind of walks through, and heck, my teenage son just came in with a bunch of people, so it's just in and out crazy today. So I'm going to cascade some down here. See, I'm just kind of wiggle my paintbrush. Some darker, I mix in some neutral tint with some ultramarine blue, so it's much darker. You see, so you want the colors light and dark. You get the variation of the two. So I'm clustering it in here. I'm kind of loosely painting it out there. I might water the paint exactly down a little bit more too out here. I may not have some stems here, so I'll just add the flowers where I think I should add some stems. And putting some purple in here. Kind of like cascading like that. So at this point, I'm going to clean up my brush. With this color here. And here. I'm going to take some, water down some ultramarine blue. And I can also just take my paintbrush just with plain water, because I have this, all the watercolor pencil in here, and just kind of push the paint around. Put some water and push the color of the watercolor pencil around like this. See how it's kind of bleeding a little bit? I'm now going to kind of fill in that vase a little bit. I could grab some ultramarine blue and fill that in also. And then down over in here. Just kind of filling it in. Having fun with the blue. See? Just playing blue on blue on blue and purple and blue. And adding some more ultramarine blue here on the bottom. So it's just a very blue kind of day. And adding some more on the side here. Get a little deeper up in here. It's like a monochromatic, but not really, because we're mixed in some purple. A monochromatic will be just one true color. So it'll be like just the blue itself, but we've mixed in some pink. Now I do want to do the shadow, and I do want to have it kind of a purple kind of tone shadow. So I've got that purple here, and I've got the ultramarine blue here. I'm going to put that shadow like that. And here, grab some water, kind of push that around. Now I thought of a little trick that I'd kind of wanted to make it a little more abstract, because I'm into that, as you can tell lately. Grabbing a little more ultramarine blue, pushing that paint around a little more. Softening the edge here by putting the water on top. There. And I can grab a little more of that blue again. A little bit pink. Just trying to get that shadow perfect. Just nice and soft. And you can grab the blue again. Just minimal water. I'm using my paintbrush like I'm using a pencil or a pen. Hold it that way. Just doing these movements like this next to the side. And then throw in some darker ones. Get some purple in here too. Right? All right, so now we've got this fun stuff up here. Remember those little abstracts where I destroy the picture? Let's do it again. I know you're like, what? Why not? Let's try it. So just grab this craft brush with some water and have your paper towel close by or a sponge to soak it up. Let's see what we're going to do. We're going to twist. Just kind of erase what we painted. I know it seems, why would you do that? Why would you do that one? I'm going for a very abstract kind of look. So you're going to twist it around, kind of move it around, kind of erasing some of it up here. And you can pick up the paint just by going like this. Already, I'm liking that. Just kind of destroying it a little bit. Twisting it around. Why not? You can have it bleed a little bit going down this way. Remove some of the paint. Just see what happens. Go in with your paper towel, blot it. I just like to destroy it sometimes. I might remove some more, twisting it on this side and down here. It's all in fun. I know, you're like, why would she do that? I just like to play. I'm going to remove some of the V's actually too. It just has a kind of cool look, right? You semi see the paint, the pencil lines, and the paint. It just has a really cool kind of look. Remove a little more in here. This is what I talk about playing, guys. You don't know how things will look until you try them. Going here, removing this. Can remove some more paint up in here. Look at that. I'm kind of really liking that. I think it was really pretty simple, right? This is pretty simple. I might remove a little bit of this harshness. Yeah, soften that right up. And then in here. Sweet, right? Just a sweet, soft painting. And that's what I was going for. I was going for this, like, just a sweet little painting. And then you got a few dark ones that you left. But I thought that this was really simple. And I might want to go and make this a really... See, it's kind of too much even color. I really want to remove parts of it that don't look so even. So you have more lighter colors in one section. If that makes any sense. But did you think that was hard? I mean, really just drew this squiggly pencil lines. You just put these little doodads of flowers on there. And then you go back and remove them. See? See, it's much wider. I like that. Light coming in from the side. These are the things you can do. I wouldn't necessarily call this bokeh because I'm not doing the circles, but I don't know. I'm actually really digging this. I like when I like things that I do. This little line right here is driving me crazy. It might not come out. That's okay. But you know what? We finished pretty quickly. I think we created something really pretty and a lot of fun. What do you think, guys? I'm gonna remove my tape. I think I'm done. See, you know what, these kind of particular exercises, you can really just kind of work fast and then you're done. So watercolor pencil, simple colors. I'm removing the tape, your favorite part. If it comes off. Oh my goodness, guys. Too funny. I have no nails right now, so I can't lift anything up. There we go. I've destroyed my fingernails. I don't know these artists who have these beautiful nails. Who are these people? They don't work with paint. Okay. Isn't that pretty? Now you could try it with multicolors, whatever, but I just think it's a really fun thing to do and super simple, easy, and you guys can create this really pretty look. So if you have any questions, please leave in the comment section. Have fun painting, guys. I can't wait to see what you do. Try a multicolor one. It'd be kind of cool. All different colors on here and everything, and pinks or reds. Have fun with it. Don't fret. We're supposed to have fun. That's what I want to teach you guys, to have fun, de-stress, enjoy watercolor. Okay, guys, take care, and I'll speak to you soon.